is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. A group of migrants came ashore in Pompano Beach today. As CBS News Miami's Joan Murray explains, they traveled on a boat.
This all happened in the morning before the sun came up. Take a look behind me. You see the canal. We are told that this is where this group of migrants came through early in the morning. This is a picture from Pompano Beach Fire Rescue showing when those migrants were taken into custody. And we're told it was a group of 18 that included 13 people from Ecuador in Central America and 5 from China. Now, according to a resident in the area, the boat came up and hit a parked boat on the canal. Afterwards, the operator of the migrant boat then stopped. They discharged the passengers. They ran out into the neighborhood. There was a lot of commotion. That's when residents began calling 911. We spoke to one resident who described the aftermath.
I did hear that there were children and women, so it made it a little bit sad to think about, them being, rounded up, and they're sort of caught in this whole world that we live in right now until we can get some law and order involved and get some normal processing involved. So it was sad, but look, the sheriffs were doing their job, and everybody was doing their job, and that's sort of where we are right now.
And we're told one person taken into custody was the operator of that boat, the accused smuggler. We'll have much more on this, what it means for these migrant landings. This is the second in the last couple of weeks. In Pompano Beach, Joan Murray, CBS News Miami.
A disturbing discovery outside a Miami Gardens apartment complex. A woman was found shot to death in the parking lot. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor has more from the scene.
Chopper 4 video captured a body covered on yellow tarp inside the Oak Enclave apartment complex in Miami Gardens. Officers responded to this address at 27th Avenue and 167th Street. They found a woman with multiple gunshots dead at the scene.
We supposed it was not a shooting, but we heard something.
Jose Maria said neighbors told him they heard gunshots earlier than 7 a.m. Investigators are seen all over the area. Other residents on their phones apparently puzzled about what happened right outside their home.
I'm talking to a friend right now who told me he heard like some shooting. I always complain about the noise or things like that, but never something like this.
It's crazy.
Drew Farball just moved here 6 months ago. He said the complex was built in 2022. Though he does not live in the building surrounded by yellow tape, he's quite shocked to see so much police presence at the place where he lives.
It's definitely concerning. It doesn't make me feel safe.
At this time, police are not providing any additional information. It is not clear under what circumstances the victim was shot and killed, and if the woman lives here or if she was visiting. Police are urging anybody that has some information about this case or the victim, call Crime Stoppers of Miami-Dade, and the number is 305-471-TIPS. Again, your identity will remain anonymous. We are in Miami Gardens. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Two South Florida brothers are behind bars. They are accused of attacking a worker at a tire shop in Southwest Miami-Dade. 40-year-old Pedro Rodriguez and 32-year-old Luis Rodriguez are both facing aggravated assault with a firearm charges. Police say they confronted a mechanic about a car repair when things got heated. The brothers started attacking the worker. That's when he pulled out a gun and fired a few shots. One of the bullets struck the older brother in the leg. The brothers then kept attacking the employee. They managed to wrestle the gun out of his hands and hit him in the head. The victim is expected to be okay.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside at downtown Miami, a beautiful shot. And get this, we are tracking some really cold weather on the way. I mean, we are talking sweater and boots weather. But first, Casey, sounds like you're going to need to keep that umbrella handy.
Yeah, tomorrow we will see some rain. We've been really dry so far for the start of the week, but ahead of the cool down, we are going to be dealing with a quick moving line of rain for tomorrow. Here is that cold front. It's now bringing rain from portions of the Ohio River Valley down through portions of the Mid-Atlantic and now beginning to work its way way into the Florida Panhandle. This is the front that's going to be bringing us the coldest air of the season. You can see those temperatures out across much of the western United States, 30s and 40s this afternoon. That is the cool air that's going to be swinging in this direction that we're really going to feel here as we head into Friday and the weekend. Now, out ahead of that, temperatures today, we've been in the 70s, low 80s. A lot of us topped off a little bit warmer than average. We have seen those winds shift back around to the south, so we are running a little bit warmer than this time yesterday by about a degree or 2 to 3 degrees. Currently dry. Notice that wind direction back into the south-southeast. That's what's going to continue to keep us a little bit warmer even as we head into tomorrow. So tomorrow's not the day we're going to feel the cool down. It's beginning Thursday that we'll start to feel some of that colder air trickle in, and again, we'll really feel it as we get into Friday and also the weekend. Out the door, a lot of us dealing with the mostly cloudy sky. Those temperatures right now in the upper 70s. We've got a little bit of a wind gust out of the southeast, but overall a pleasant afternoon today. It's tomorrow that you'll want that umbrella handy. Here comes the front. Quick moving line of some showers and storms during the afternoon. Most of us, you should be dry during the first half of the day, so morning commute not looking too bad. We'll start to see those rain chances pick up though as we get close to about 3, 4, 5 o'clock through about 6 p.m. Those rain chances will start to fall as we get into about 9, 10 o'clock, and that rain starts to clear out of our area. So heading into this evening, we keep it dry, mostly cloudy. We will continue with the dry conditions overnight. Tomorrow morning commute should be dry. Here comes that line of showers, speckly showers through the area by 2, 3, 4 o'clock. We'll continue with that line shifting from west to southeast through the day. And notice by 11 o'clock, it's already out of here. That cold front pushes through. And from there, we're going to start to feel that chilly air settle in as we head into Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. That clears out. And we'll also be looking at enough dry air to also keep the clouds down. We've got a nice crystal clear blue sky in the way for the weekend. It should just be beautiful across the area. And finally, a really nice taste of fall. You can see that humidity really drops drastically as we head into Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, which will allow for those cooler mornings. Tomorrow, still waking up in the low 70s. By Thursday, we'll be in the 60s. It's by Friday that we're looking at the coldest air we've seen since February. Those temperatures falling into middle 50s, and it stays that way through Saturday and Sunday morning. So you'll need the jackets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. It's not until early next week that we'll see things gradually warm back up. Out across the tropics, quick check here. We are currently quiet 11 days until the end of hurricane season. Not looking like we'll have any tropical systems at least to take us through the end of hurricane season, so that certainly is nice. 7-day forecast, we'll continue to watch that cool down as we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots of sunshine. Look at those sun balls with highs that are only set to top off in the middle 70s through the weekend.
The end of hurricane season. Now, Casey, that is something to be thankful for. And believe it or not, Thanksgiving is next week. A record number of Americans are expected to fly for the holiday. The TSA says the busiest travel days will be next Tuesday and Wednesday, as well as the Sunday after Thanksgiving. About 3 million travelers will be flying on each of those days. With so many people flying, getting through security may be longer than usual. So to help with the process, passengers can go on the TSA website and check what is allowed and not allowed in your carry-on luggage. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are fast approaching. A new survey from Bank of America shows younger people plan to spend more this holiday season. Gen Zers are planning to spend about $3,300, millennials $4,000, and that's compared to Gen Xers with about $1,200 and baby boomers at $800. In this week's Miami Proud, we feature an organization that has saved hundreds of babies and introduce you to one man who didn't have children of his own, but hundreds of kids now consider him a big part of their families. CBS News Miami's Lauren Pastrana has the story.
Nick Silverio is a pretty selfless guy, but on this one night each year, he's the center of attention.
It's just amazing to me, and I'm very emotional and very moved by it all.
Silverio is the driving force behind A Safe Haven for Newborns, an organization committed to ending infant abandonment. The idea came to him following the death of his wife, Gloria.
We had two miscarriages, one on Christmas Eve, and we nurtured all the nieces and nephews in our family. So one night, all alone in my home, flipping through a magazine, not paying any attention, busy fingers. My fingers stopped on a page, and I was compelled to look. And that page was about an escalating crisis of babies being abandoned in the world.
Now, Silverio is considered Uncle Nick to more than just his nieces and nephews. 412 babies and counting have been saved from abandonment thanks to his tireless work. One of those babies is now in college. Gloria Hope was dropped off at a fire station in Deerfield Beach more than 20 years ago.
And this is from the station she was dropped off at.
She was recently reunited for the very first time with those firefighters who took her in as a 2-day-old baby.
It's because of Safe Haven that I'm here today. It's because of Safe Haven that I am with the parents that I'm with. And I love them, I love my family, and I love Uncle Nick. He's such a great person.
He's such a humble and great guy, and what he's doing for the community, for humanity is this, I mean, I'm not a religious person, but he's doing God's work.
I've had the honor of emceeing the organization's annual fundraising gala several times, including this year's event on October 19th. A safe haven for newborns doesn't just help babies, it's also counseled more than 7,000 women in crisis.
We help them. We help them in any way that they need. And it's all done through, there's no charge for any of our services to anybody for any reason, and we're never judgmental.
He's got such a presence in everyone's life that is involved even slightly with this organization. He's got a hand in everything, and he's an amazing, amazing person.
Florida's safe haven law changed earlier this year. Parents who are unable to care for their newborns now have 30 days to surrender them rather than the previous 7 days. No matter when that call for help comes in, Nick Silverio says he is always ready and willing to answer it. Lauren Pastrana, CBS News, Miami.
U.S. regulators are updating vehicle safety ratings, starting with 2026 models. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is adding new technologies to several areas, including its 5-star ratings program, automatic emergency braking, plus blind spot warning and intervention. Changes are part of the 2021 bipartisan infrastructure law. Later this afternoon, President-elect Trump plans to attend the SpaceX launch in Texas. The company hopes to repeat last month's successful catch of the Super Heavy booster on its way back down. The company's CEO, Elon Musk, supported Trump's campaign, and just last week he was named co-chair of the President-elect's Department of Government Efficiency. And you won't want to miss tonight's big announcement. Mike Cunha will be live from Hard Rock Stadium to announce the 4 finalists and interview this year's class for the CBS News Miami Nat Moore Trophy. That is tonight at 7 p.m. only here on CBS Miami. And that's your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a fantastic day.